Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Golshifteh Farahani is an acclaimed Iranian-born actress, musician, and cultural figure known for her fearless artistry, international versatility, and defiance of convention. Born on July 10, 1983. In Tehran, Iran, she grew up in a creative family. Her father, Behzad Farahani, is a respected actor and playwright, and her sister, Shaghayegh Farahani, is also an actress. From an early age, Golshifteh was drawn to performance, and her natural talent quickly set her apart in Iran's film industry. She began acting at the age of 14 in the Pear Tree, 1998, a poetic coming-of-age drama directed by Dariush Mehrjui. Her performance earned critical praise and established her as one of Iran's most promising young actresses. Throughout the 2000s, Farahani became a leading figure in Iranian cinema, starring in films such as Haft Parde 2000, Boutique 2003, and M for Mother 2006. Her nuanced portrayals of complex women brought her international recognition, while her bold artistic choices often challenged the conservative boundaries of Iranian society. In 2008, Farahani crossed over into Hollywood with Ridley Scott's Body of Lies, co-starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Russell Crowe. However, her participation in the film, and her decision to appear without a headscarf in promotional materials, sparked controversy in Iran. Upon returning home, she faced severe pressure from the authorities, and was ultimately forced into exile. Relocating to France, she reinvented herself as an international artist, seamlessly moving between European and American cinema. Her post-exile career blossomed with a diverse range of roles that highlighted her emotional depth and magnetic screen presence. In About Ellie, 2009, directed by Shaghayegh Farahani, she played a central role in a film that became one of Iran's most celebrated modern dramas. In France, she starred in The Patient's Stone, 2012, Eden, 2014, and Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Men Tell No Tales, 2017, proving her global appeal. Her performance in Jim Jarmusch's Patterson, 2016, opposite Adam Driver, showed her at her most luminous, playful, poetic, and quietly profound. Beyond acting, Farahani is also a talented musician and vocalist. She plays the piano, guitar, and sitar, and has collaborated with various international artists. Music, for her, has been both a form of expression and a refuge, a way to connect beyond borders. Golshifteh Farahani's life and career embody the power of artistic freedom and resilience. She has spoken openly about identity, exile, and womanhood, using her platform to advocate for creative liberty and the rights of women in the Middle East. Known for her elegance and emotional intelligence, she has become a symbol of cultural defiance, an artist who transcends language, nation, and genre. After her departure from Iran, Golshifteh Farahani's artistic journey evolved into a story of freedom and reinvention. No longer constrained by censorship, she began to explore the full spectrum of her creative potential. France became both her home and her artistic base, a place where she could express herself without restraint. One of her most powerful performances came in The Patient's Stone, 2012, directed by Atiq Rahimi. Based on Rahimi's own novel, the film follows a nameless Afghan woman caring for her comatose husband during wartime. In a stunning, raw monologue-driven role, Farahani delivered a performance of extraordinary emotional courage, laying bare the frustrations, desires, and suppressed anger of countless women living under patriarchal oppression. Her portrayal won international acclaim and multiple award nominations, confirming her place among the most fearless actresses of her generation. Farahani continued to expand her repertoire with Just Like a Woman, 2012, in which she starred opposite Sienna Miller, playing a Middle Eastern woman on a cross-country road trip in America. In Eden, 2014, she appeared in a French drama about the electronic music scene of the 1990s, showing her affinity for characters that exist on the fringes of conventional life. In Patterson, 2016, directed by Jim Jarmusch, she played Laura, the whimsical, creative wife of Adam Driver's quiet poet. Her charm and warmth illuminated the film, making Laura one of Jarmusch's most memorable characters, a dreamer full of curiosity, artistry, and grace. Her later roles include Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, 2017, where she portrayed the enigmatic sea witch Shansa, bringing an exotic mystique to a global blockbuster, and Extraction, 2020, alongside Chris Hemsworth, where she took on a darker, more intense action role as Nick Khan, a strategic operative. She reprised that role in Extraction 2, 2023, adding emotional weight and moral complexity to the high-octane action. Farahani's work also extends to the stage and music world. A multi-instrumentalist and singer, she often blends Persian and Western influences in her performances. She has performed live across Europe and collaborated with international artists in a style that merges mysticism, poetry, and modern soundscapes. Her voice, both literally and metaphorically, has become a symbol of unity between East and West. Personally, Golshifteh Farahani has described exile as both painful and liberating. In interviews, she often speaks of identity as something fluid, neither entirely Iranian nor fully Western, but something in between. This duality is reflected in her art. She is drawn to themes of belonging, transformation, and rebellion. She has said that art, for her, is not a career but a calling, a means to express the universal search for freedom and truth. Known for her natural beauty and soulful intensity, Farahani has also become a quiet fashion icon, celebrated for her authenticity and simplicity. She avoids the superficial glamour of fame, preferring to channel her visibility toward artistic integrity and human rights advocacy. She has publicly supported Iranian women's protests and has spoken out against censorship and oppression in her homeland. Golshifteh Farahani today stands as a bridge between cultures, a global citizen whose art transcends nationality. Her career embodies courage, the courage to leave everything behind, to start anew, and to remain true to one's creative spirit. Through her films, music, and voice, she continues to inspire a generation of artists who believe that freedom, once claimed, can never be taken away. Golshifteh Farahani's influence extends far beyond cinema. She has become an emblem of artistic and personal freedom in the face of repression. Her story resonates deeply with Iranians at home and in the diaspora, as well as with artists and thinkers worldwide who view her as a symbol of integrity, resilience, and the transformative power of art. Cultural impact and symbolism for many Iranians. Farahani represents what it means to be caught between two worlds, the longing for one's homeland and the necessity of living freely elsewhere. After being banned from returning to Iran for appearing without a hijab and participating in international productions, she transformed her exile into a creative renaissance. Instead of retreating, she used her voice to highlight the struggles of Iranian women and artists living under strict government control. Her decision to pose nude for Madame Figaro magazine in 2012, though controversial, was a deliberate act of defiance. In her own words, it symbolized liberation from the societal and political constraints imposed on her body and identity. She framed it not as provocation but as reclamation, an artist asserting ownership of herself. That moment made her a lightning rod for debate about feminism, freedom, and artistic expression in the Middle East. Philosophy and identity. Farahani often speaks about the spiritual dimension of art. She believes that creativity is inseparable from consciousness and inner truth. In interviews, she has said that art is the only place where freedom truly exists, and that exile, though painful, opened her eyes to new forms of self-understanding. Her worldview draws on Persian mysticism, poetry, and
Bye bye. Thanks for watching.